Welcome to Plans Not Resolutions number 3. This is the second check-in on the Plans Not Resolutions series. By now we're 7 months in, it's beginning of August. So 7 months in, you should be able to assess your situation and be able to see if you're still on track and still making progress, or maybe you've fallen off or nothing's really happened since the beginning, since January. So this is just going to be another chance, another opportunity to reassess your goals, kind of audit yourself and see where you're at, and then go from there. If you have fallen off, step one would be to audit yourself. Okay, so step back, kind of look back at what you've been doing or what you haven't been doing with your nutrition and with your workouts, and really assess, have you been going hard enough in your workouts? Have you been trying enough with nutrition, or have you been kind of slacking on both sides of the ball? Have you been hitting all of your daily, weekly, monthly goals? If not, maybe it takes this time to sit down, write out some of your daily goals, and then turn those into weekly goals, turn those into monthly goals, and then turn those into maybe even 3 or 6 month goals, so long-term goals. So things to focus on with those goals would be nutrition, workouts, and then kind of monitoring your progress, using your goals to assess your progress. Things you could be doing for nutrition would be tracking your caloric intake, maybe even going as specific as tracking your protein, carbs, and fats, grams of fiber, things like that. Are you drinking enough water throughout the day? Do you feel hydrated? Maybe do you kind of get those cloudy headaches? Are you using the bathroom enough throughout the day? You need to keep fluids flushing through your system to keep things regular. Now, as far as your workout goals go, you could be focusing on things like cardio. Are you doing it daily? Are you doing it a couple times a week? You should be doing at least 2 or 3 days a week of cardio. Strength training, again, should be at least 2 or 3 days. You should be hitting either some weights or doing body weight exercises such as push-ups, squats, things like that. And then are you doing some sort of flexibility, maybe a cool down on the end of your workout, or maybe taking a day or two and focusing on just stretching just so you can help recover those muscles and get ready for your next workout. And then setting goals for progress. I think this is one of the most important ones because it helps you kind of keep yourself on track, gives you a data point to keep yourself accountable, and gives you something to focus on. So these data points could be anything from weight, body fat, or even some subjective data points. So subjective data points meaning like, how do you look in the mirror? How do you view yourself? Or maybe how you feel throughout the day. How much energy do you have? Are you feeling tired? Are you feeling more energetic? Things like that. Once you've audited yourself and seeing how your goals have been progressing or not progressing at all, the next thing to do would be to make adjustments accordingly. So if you've been making steady progress since setting your goals back in January, keep on keeping on and doing what you're doing. All right, you're doing a great job. So if your progress has slowed to a halt or you've hit a plateau, making adjustments is very important right now. So plateaus can be caused by a lot of things, mainly lack of motivation. Motivation being due to maybe your workouts have been the same for too long, your nutrition plan's been the same for too long, so maybe looking into trying out a new workout routine, or maybe style of training, for example, like calisthenics versus a traditional weight training program. Maybe you need a change of scenery, so take your workout from a normal fitness facility off the treadmill, take it outside, go for a run outside. If you find a hill at a local metro park, do some sprints up and down the hill, combine that with some push-ups and burpees, things like that, and you'll have a heck of a workout outside. So fresh recipes are very important when it comes to sticking to your nutrition goals. If you've been eating chicken and vegetables for the last 10 weeks, try changing it up with something else. Go online, search up some new recipes. And then lastly, keeping yourself motivated is very important to help you be able to follow through and execute on your goals. So maybe find a nice workout playlist that you can listen to off Spotify, or maybe go on YouTube and find some motivational videos that'll help motivate yourself from within. Nobody else can do the work for you, so you gotta keep yourself motivated. So after you've made adjustments or maybe found your loophole in your plan, come back, sit down, and reset your goals and remap out your plan. So a quick refresher on goal setting, there are 3 main types of goals: short-term, meaning daily, or maybe even up to weekly; intermediate goals, meaning weekly to monthly, maybe a couple of months; and then lastly, long-term goals. So long-term meaning a couple of months to even up to maybe a year or two, something to really shoot for in the long run. So for example, you want to lose 20 pounds before next summer. So a daily goal would be to hit your nutrition plan, hit your daily workout or flexibility routine, whatever you have for that day. Intermediate goal, make sure you're losing at least a pound a week or every 2 weeks if you're trying to shoot for next summer. The long-term goal would be obviously to lose the 20 pounds by next summer. Getting more specific with goal setting, make sure we're setting SMART goals. Remember, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely goals, right? So specific meaning you're very specific. So for example, saying like, I want to be healthier. You know, that's a very vague goal because there's things like weight, body fat, cardiovascular endurance, muscular endurance, and strength. So many different data points that we can measure to become healthier, right? So let's narrow that down, saying I want to lose weight. That's specific, right? So I want to lose weight. That's something we can measure. Then moving on to measurable, I want to lose 10 pounds, right? So pounds are measurable. You can use a scale. That's a data point. You can use that. Making sure it's attainable or achievable. Setting a goal of 10 pounds, that's pretty achievable. People have done that before. Now saying I want to lose 150 pounds in 2 weeks, that's not realistic, right? So achievable and realistic kind of go together. Making sure your goal is not out of reach. And then lastly, timely. So you need to set a time frame, or else you're gonna be losing 10 pounds for the rest of your life. And by then you'll probably gain 10 pounds. So set yourself a time frame of maybe a few weeks or even a few months, or maybe like a year at the most. All right, to summarize this all up, so remember step one is auditing ourselves. So are you making gains towards your goals, or are you at a plateau, or maybe you just haven't started yet? Audit yourself, number one. Number two is adjusting your current goals or your current plan. So sit down, analyze what you've already been doing. Why isn't it working? Once you figure that out, make a new plan. Set yourself on the right path to success. So three, roadmap your new strategies. Set goals, meaning short, intermediate, long-term goals, and make sure they are SMART goals. So specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. So now that you have your new plan, all there is to do is just execute. So follow your daily goals, weekly goals, and monthly goals, and you'll get to your big long-term goals. So stay motivated, stay hungry, and execute every day. Looking forward to hearing about your new success. Make sure to post updates and pictures and videos to our Facebook wall to help motivate yourself and others. And we'll see you next month in the next video.